Welcome to Image Deco, where beautiful design meets timeless inspiration. Today, we're taking you on a magical journey through Pottery Barn's Christmas 2025 collection, where elegant charm meets cozy comfort. If you've been searching for the perfect holiday makeover, this is your one-stop guide to creating a warm, festive, and stylish home. From stunning table settings and layered textures to twinkling lights and modern rustic decor, we'll uncover every detail to help you recreate that dreamy Pottery Barn holiday vibe in your own space. Whether you live in a large home or a small apartment, these ideas are adaptable, elevated, and incredibly heartwarming. So grab your hot cocoa, get inspired, and let's turn your home into a Christmas haven. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and comment below with your favorite holiday style. Let's make your 2025 Christmas the most beautiful one yet. One of the most iconic aspects of Pottery Barn's Christmas style is their timeless, layered approach to tree decorating. Think of oversized mercury glass ornaments, velvet ribbons in deep burgundy or gold, and frosted pine picks for added fullness. In 2025, the trend leans toward heirloom elegance, mixing classic holiday symbols like stars and bells with artisan-crafted accents. Choose a monochromatic color scheme or go with rich, tonal layers like forest green, cranberry red, and champagne gold for a tree that's both cozy and luxurious. Pottery Barn's artificial trees look incredibly realistic, often flocked or lightly dusted with glitter, creating a snowy, magical base. For a final touch, wrap your base in a cable-knit tree skirt or wicker collar. This type of tree styling sets the tone for your whole home. It's sophisticated, festive, and unforgettable. Whether you opt for bold or minimalist, just make sure your tree reflects the warmth of the season. For 2025, Pottery Barn beautifully blends warm neutrals with natural textures, creating an ambience that feels both fresh and nostalgic. Imagine ivory and caramel throw pillows with chunky knits, faux fur blankets, and linen table runners paired with wooden trays and antique brass candlesticks. This combination of texture and tone exudes a grounded elegance perfect for modern homes. To get this look, start with a neutral palette base. Think creams, taupes, and soft grays, and layer with organic materials like woven baskets, pine cones, and hand-thrown ceramics. It's a cozy chic approach that lets you celebrate Christmas with understated charm. Incorporate touches of greenery using faux garlands on mantels or doorways, mixed with eucalyptus or cedar for a forest-fresh scent. Pottery Barn encourages authenticity, so even imperfect pieces can shine when styled thoughtfully. The result? A peaceful, welcoming space that invites friends and family to linger a little longer. A true Pottery Barn Christmas isn't complete without a stunning tablescape that brings everyone together. For 2025, their signature style pairs timeless dinnerware with festive touches. Think stoneware plates with gold flatware, linen napkins in warm burgundy or forest green, and chargers made of natural rattan or metallics. A central garland made of pine and eucalyptus runs through the center, dotted with votive candles, pine cones, and vintage-style ornaments. It's elegant yet inviting. Mix in wine glasses with etched detailing or frosted finishes for that extra holiday sparkle. What makes this so effective is the balance between curated and cozy. You want it to look styled but lived in. For smaller spaces, scale things down by using mini centerpieces or a single beautiful floral arrangement in a ceramic vase. Pottery Barn's secret lies in layering textures and tones to make dining at home feel like a special event. It's where memories are made, over candlelight and conversation. Lighting is the unsung hero of holiday decor, and Pottery Barn's 2025 collection elevates it to an art form. Soft, warm white lights, not too cool, not too yellow, are used to create a magical ambience throughout the home. Start with fairy lights delicately draped across mantels, woven into garlands, or placed in glass lanterns on entryway tables. Then layer in flameless LED candles, some with remote timers, inside hurricanes, or grouped on tray displays. One of this year's standout ideas is using string lights in woven baskets or around large mirrors to reflect a gentle shimmer. For dining rooms and reading corners, opt for dimmable pendant lights or floor lamps with vintage Edison bulbs. The goal is to create depth and mood. Pottery Barn's lighting philosophy is about highlighting moments, whether it's a quiet morning by the tree or an evening gathering with friends. Lighting doesn't just illuminate, it sets the tone. Every home has those little corners that are perfect for infusing with extra Christmas spirit. In Pottery Barn's 2025 collection, these nooks are transformed into mini winter retreats. Imagine a reading corner with a tufted armchair draped in plaid, a side table topped with a vintage lantern, and a plush Sherpa throw. For your fireplace, layer your mantle with a mix of faux garland, metallic candle holders, and personalized stockings. Pottery Barn's monogrammed versions are a fan favorite. Even your entryway can become a warm welcome zone with a rustic bench, holiday pillows, and a cozy woven basket filled with faux pine stems. These micro-decor moments don't require a full room redesign. They're about styling with intention. Use natural elements like birch logs, dried oranges, or cinnamon sticks for texture and scent. These curated corners not only feel festive, but also become cherished spaces to slow down and enjoy the season. The mantle remains the heart of Christmas decor, and Pottery Barn's approach in 2025 is all about balance, layers, and personalization. Start with a lush garland, faux or fresh, and layer it with white lights, brass bells, and velvet ribbon. Then, anchor each end with statement pieces like glass lanterns or tall candle holders. Stockings become part of the design rather than an afterthought. Pottery Barn's 2025 stockings come in quilted velvets, cable knits, and cozy plaids, each with the option for beautiful embroidery. Mix and match styles for a curated yet cohesive look, and hang them with decorative hooks or classic holders. Above the mantle, consider a seasonal art print or a rustic mirror framed with holly accents. For added warmth, place a wood basket beside the hearth and drape cozy blankets nearby. The entire setup creates a layered, magazine-worthy focal point, one that perfectly captures the holiday spirit. In 2025, Pottery Barn takes inspiration straight from nature. Outdoor textures and woodland elements play a huge role in holiday design. Branches of cedar, olive, and pine are used throughout arrangements, whether in tall floor vases, table runners, or stair garlands. Natural pine cones, cinnamon sticks, and dried fruit are tucked into wreaths and bowls to add organic beauty and aroma. To replicate this look, keep materials earthy. Think wood, rattan, linen, and felt, and stick to a restrained palette of greens, browns, and creams. Pottery Barn also embraces Scandinavian influences, so don't be afraid to go minimal with a few high-impact elements. Handmade-looking pieces like ceramic trees, wood bead garlands, or linen ornaments lend warmth and character. The result is a home that feels like a winter forest lodge, elegant, grounded, and in sync with the season. It's Christmas with a breath of fresh air, quite literally. The area under your Christmas tree deserves as much attention as what's on the branches. Pottery Barn knows this, which is why their 2025 offerings include an array of tree collars, plush skirts, and under-the-tree styling ideas that complete the look. Tree collars in wicker, galvanized metal, or whitewashed would add a clean and structured base, especially for modern farmhouse interiors. If you prefer soft textures, go for faux fur or cable-knit tree skirts in snowy white or soft beige. Don't stop there. Create small vignettes under your tree with wrapped presents, decorative boxes, and faux gifts tied in velvet ribbons. Even adding a cozy throw or a low stool with a lantern can elevate the setting. These little details make your tree feel like part of the room, not just a standalone decoration. And they look amazing in photos. With a styled base, your tree becomes the anchor of your entire Christmas space. As we wrap up this festive tour of Pottery Barn Christmas 2025, we hope you found the inspiration you need to make your holiday home elegant, cozy, and full of heart. Whether it's the twinkle of candlelight, the rich texture of a velvet stocking, or the scent of fresh greenery, every detail contributes to a season of warmth and beauty. Pottery Barn's philosophy isn't just about decorating. It's about curating memories, layering your space with comfort, and celebrating moments that matter. As always, thank you for joining us here on Image Deco. We love bringing you the latest in home and interior design trends, and we can't wait to hear how you'll style your holiday home this year. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support our channel, and share this video with friends who love decorating for the holidays as much as you do. Here's to a magical, elegant, and joy-filled Christmas.